MovieWeb.com.
How do you coax an Academy Award winner like Cuba Gooding Jr. into a fart joke?
Cuba was game for anything, man. I mean, he came to the set just raring to go. I mean, he threw himself into every scene. And actually, I'll tell you, we had some fart negotiations. Not with me and Cuba, but there were definitely more in the movie than initially, like, in the script. So we cut several down. So Cuba was, well, I mean, you see on the screen. I mean, he just was game for it all. He threw himself into every scene.
You see a lot of fart jokes, and a lot of times they don't work and the audience doesn't laugh, but you actually have one in here where the audience finds funny, and I'm wondering, how do you perfect a fart joke in this day and age that people actually laugh at?
I appreciate you say that. That's nice of you to say. Thank you. You know, you just kind of have to trust what you think is funny. I think, you know, you at least my approach to shooting the movie or to directing in general is you kind of have to just satisfy your tastes and trust that if you find that it's funny, or if you find that, and not even in more emotional scenes, if you find the emotion is true, or if you find the joke works, you go with it. So I think it's just hoping that your tastes are in step with what other people think is funny. But, you know, when you're shooting, it's not like you're sitting thinking like, oh, will other people think this is funny? Like, you can't, it's too hard, because there's too many different senses of humor. There's too many different kinds of audiences. So the only one you can really be true to is your own, and hope that other people are, laugh with you.
I thought this was a great family film, and one of the things I noticed, it kind of harkens back to old-fashioned, like maybe Mom and Pop Kettle films. And I'm wondering, did you ever go back and study kind of the symmetry of those films, like get a feel for those?
You know, not the films that you were referring to, but I definitely knew the films and the family films that I liked, you know, and they weren't all just gaggy. You know, there was definitely a lot of fun to be had. You know, it was big, and a lot of laughs and big goofs for the kids and for everyone to enjoy. But the movies that I really liked when I was a kid, and that I still respond to now as an adult, are those that kind of have an emotional core to them. You know, that have a heart that serves as the foundation to the film. And for me, that was more important than any joke. I mean, I spent the majority of my time during prep and during shooting and even during post making sure that the emotional story tracked in the movie. You know, at the heart of it, you know, it had to be about something other than, you know, gags. And for me, the movie is about fathers and sons, and what a father will do to kind of bring his son closer together. So the movies that I watched were movies like that I loved growing up. Was The Parent Trap that Nancy Meyers shot, was Home Alone, you know, Kindergarten Cop, you know, movies that I thought really worked well as far as, you know, establishing a big, fun family movie that was a great comedy, but also had a real, true emotional foundation to it.
At this time in your career, where are you, how have you decided to go more towards directing instead of acting? I mean, how did that all come about?
You know, I really enjoy it. You know, I really enjoy directing. It was something that I was always very interested in, always very curious about when I was younger. And now that I've had the opportunity to do it, you know, I've been directing for several years now, I just find it really, really energizing. I love the collaborative nature of it. I love working so closely with so many different talented, creative individuals. You know, all the different departments, working with the cinematographer and the set designer and the costumer and the actors and the writers and the composers and the editors. I love that exchange of ideas, and you know, you get a pride of ownership with the final product that you just don't get it as an actor, and I just love that aspect of it.
From the studio that brought you Daddy Daycare.
Awesome.
I guess we showed them.
Daddy Day Camp.